Can I actually open this one now or not? We don't know, right? I cannot. And I feel like we are not allowed to put it up, like crank the power up to 88 yet. We're not able to do that. We could only go up to 47. You know? Do you play music during your streams? Sometimes, yes. This game has music every now and again, so I don't play my custom music or anything like that. And I typically play music during the start, the end, and sometimes during breaks. If I take a break, that is. We've been going for, I don't remember how long. Maybe 90 minutes. It's not too bad. So let's see. If I try to crank it up to 88. No. If I go over 60 something, power is out. So we can't go up to 88. Question is, let's see here. I flipped a lot of these switches around. What if I put some of them in the down position instead? Would that allow me to go higher? If I pull this one down. We have one up here. Mr. Game, gonna have to watch your VOD. Yeah, Kirok. Feel free to watch the VOD. However, if you are able to catch the next stream, I don't think we will have made too much progress, to be honest. Like, I feel like we'll be stuck here for quite a while. Don't you worry. But now we have a few of them in the down position. There's one over here somewhere as well, right? Yeah. So if I flip these down, would that allow me to bring more power to the circuit in total? Maybe. And that was the heavy sound. Wonderful. So that resetted it. So I'm allowed to go down into the chamber down below again and try the power. It's not an easy game. It's part of what makes it great. Yeah, Kirok. And that tells me I will be able to spend a lot of hours on this game. And I'm not... I forgot to flip the switches. Damn it. God damn it. So now I have to go up here and reset it again. But that's great, Kirok. But that tells me that I will be able to play this game a lot of hours. And I'm hoping to be able to stream basically every night this week, apart from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because I will be away. But tonight, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, hopefully, will be streaming nights. And maybe we'll be able to do it next week as well. So I'm hoping to be able to stream so much in the close future now. So we will be able to make sure we can use all these hours on this wonderful game. I like to make music with GarageBand. Oh, you have a SoundCloud account? Pretty cool. I'm yet to make my own music. I'm not really musical, I suppose. That puts me at 69, and that's too much. So I can't get 88 out of this. Is it possible to get 8 out of this? That's 12, because this is 10. That's 7, and that's 8. So we might be able to boot up 8. Would that actually do something though? Because that was one of the codes we found. Oop. Did a 360 right there. I don't know. So wait. Actually, before I move on, I just gotta see if this door is still open right here. Okay, I must go. Have an awesome stream. Thank you, Kirok. Have an awesome time at work, and please enjoy your times. I can't remember what was down here. Some kind of power room? Yeah. And we haven't found any 4 digits passwords anywhere. We can't do much with it. But have a great time, Kirok. Thank you for dropping by. Please enjoy the rest of your working hours. I will not be streaming too long for tonight, because I didn't really sleep anything today. So I will not be on when you're back home. But please take care. Fiddling around with buttons and levers doesn't help much in this game. You won't be opening that door at the rate you're going. Yeah, don't worry about it, Thomas. I'm a slow learner, okay? It will be okay, though. It will be okay, though. Is there anywhere else I have not gone yet? I feel like there's nowhere I have not been. There's something up here, though, which I have not visited. I don't think I'm able to go there somehow, though. I don't see any more secret notes anywhere. Which I've left. So I'm just gonna flip all of these up again. Let's see. That one is up. This one is down. So let's flip it up. I wonder if the images on these doors are clues as well. There are images up there as well. On this house. No, they're all books. Okay. So they are just denoting the library. I think I flipped the one down there up. Guess I should check it to make sure. No, I didn't. Now they're all up. Wonderful. Check the library. There might be something there. As I said, try to refrain from like backseat gaming and, you know, providing tips and tricks. I know about this place, but I don't know what to do with it. And I know I can do like this. Click this one and go into this chamber. I just didn't find anything down here before. And I really wish I could get rid of this paper in my hand. It annoys me. Because I couldn't really find anything here in the tower. Oh, sorry. Close the door. Close it. There we go. I couldn't really find anything in here to do. I guess it could have been unlocked now that I've been flipping switches everywhere, though. But, like, the key doesn't really do anything for me. The door doesn't open for me. Nothing I can do up here. And I feel like there would be a note somewhere over here, but I don't see one. And on this side it's super dark, so there doesn't seem to be one. Where did you get the paper? I didn't get the paper. That's the thing. It's a bug. I never found a paper to pick up in the first place. As far as I remember, I didn't see that I clicked a paper at least. And there's a book. Like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I had a paper in my hand. I never found one. And that's the odd part. So I feel like it's only a bug that I have it in my hand. Close the door. Go back down. Because all I know so far, guys, for anyone watching or joining us, is that we are supposed to find blue pages and red pages for the books. And I have some kind of other page that doesn't go into any of these books. And I can't really do something about this one. But this tells me tower... Oh! Okay. So I'm currently, guessingly now, on the west... Right? On the west island? Didn't it look like this? The small one? And then there was a big middle island right here, which this one is most likely connected to. Right? So tower rotation, I don't know what TechRock is just saying tower rotation in the chat as well. I don't know what it means with tower rotation, but I'm guessing like if I can somehow activate this one up here, I would be able to... No, but that would switch the other island over here, the one I'm thinking of. Because this looked like a bridge to the big island is what I'm thinking. And apparently I can click here with my little finger. Do you see it? Yeah. Like I can grab things. But I don't know what... And TechRock apparently knows where I got this paper, but I don't know where. Question, didn't the video that actress say something about tower rotation? It did tell me something about the tower rotation, but I don't think it said something about how to do it, did it? That's a good advice though. Let's go check the video again and hopefully not have the music overpower the video so I can actually hear what actress says. Do you pronounce this actress or actress? I feel like actress would be my way of saying it, and most likely how I will keep on saying it. But if you happen to know how to say it, it doesn't hurt helping me out, I suppose. It scares me how it goes super quick all of a sudden there. Atris is more correct. Oh, okay. So I'm just bashing his name then, or boshing it, or however you say it. Whatever, let's listen to this now.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agamemnon, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine, everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
If you forget the access keys, remember the tower rotation, is what he said me. Or told me. He also said he left his sons, Sirius and something more, too long in the library. You shouldn't have to use the books until I'm back, but if you forget the access code, remember the tower rotation.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine is one of our sons. I suspect Agamemnon, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return, but if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine, everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, and erase this message after you've viewed it, just to be safe.
Okay, so he said access keys. Access keys, remember the tower rotation. If you forget the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Right? Something like that at least. But I failed to see how this one would tell me access keys. If you forget the access keys, remember the tower rotation. He also said that he moved the remaining of the books, the unburnt books, to safe places. Location of safety. Also, TechRock, without giving too much away, the note that I'm apparently holding in my hand, do I actually have it already? Like, have I broken the game somehow and actually collected it? Or is it just showing up like that and I will actually find this note later on in the game and it will be and it will be fine? Like, will I only have to live with a bugged out cursor for now? Or did I actually break something? You should be fine. Okay. Hopefully. Let's hope I'm fine. But there's nothing I can do with the rotation now. However, there was one book... Oops. There was one book talking about the rotation. It was down here, right? No, not that one. This one. Gear room. There's a staircase down into the ground somewhere. You didn't break it, hopefully. Yeah. I was guessing this was the island I was on. I guess it could be over here as well. Because I feel like I'm not on this island. I feel like I'm on one of the small islands right now. We don't know though. But I don't see anything in here talking about access keys. Nothing. Oops. I don't understand why I can look into the roof. I wonder if there's anything here I'm not figuring out, you know? And I don't think we can do anything with this. At least not what I know. Like, I would have to try an infinite amount of keys if I would be, like, by accident finding a solution here, you know? And I feel like that will not bring me anything of use. We can't do it that way. And in here there was nothing we can do. PSI. I need to find PSI somehow. Whatever that is. And I don't have any 3-number combinations either, so I can't really do anything with that. What is this white thing on my screen right now? Why do I have these white... That's very odd. I feel like I will have to do something with that tree, because there's an image of that tree within the house itself, so it most likely has something to do with that tree. Yeah, I don't know what the white things are. No idea, Tech Rock. My game is broken. So hard reset this, but neither 40 or 47 actually did something for me, did it? Did we try them both? 40 was the one providing us the secret message in the back of the room down there, right? And now 47. I don't think this changed anything. I don't think anything actually changed with either of these. Like, nothing is happening when I flick them. So maybe I will need to reach this one prior to actually being able to do anything with these 47. Because none of them is actually activating. And I feel like this boat has something to do with the puzzle that I have to solve first. Because the boat is one of the first things we see in the game. The one down here. And it is the same boat. It is the same boat. So I feel like the boat is something I have to solve quickly. Or early on, rather. Sorry, not quickly. And there's nothing more I can do up here. There's nothing else I can click. And nothing else I can watch. Did we try to put in 47 again? After entering the power for it? I think we did. And I can just hold the mouse button. Not wonderful. That's perfect. Marker switch diagram. And there was nothing on the back side of this, if I remember correctly. Yeah, but it tells me put them up, is what it tells, right? Put it in the up position. All of them. So we can't do that right now. Well, I feel lost right now then. I guess we have to read books. I feel like the only thing I can do right now is either read books or try to find the constellations for these symbols. Was there a book about the constellations? This is the book about the constellations. So what can we learn from this one? The orange, says Emma. There's no orange. There's not a single orange book, Emma. There's a brown one down here. There's no orange though. Oh, Emma. I hope you guys are down for some reading, because I'm gonna be reading a little bit right now. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they are. Oh, sorry, what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. Soon, Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear. Dazzlingly? Is that a word? Are those Y's or said dazzlingly? That's probably what it says, huh? Dazzlingly clear. The orange wood stairs. Oh, Emma is talking about something else. We will have to look at that soon. Allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon a part of the group, and all three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rocks islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art. Testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempt to create a boat by riding it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. So he said something here. Testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father, I attempted to create a boat by riding it into the world. That tells me we have been seeing clues about going through different ages and worlds. And right now, this man, maybe Atris, guessingly here, is telling me that he is able to write things into the worlds by putting words into the books, right? So we are traveling to different dimensions using the books, and by writing things in the books we're able to alter the world, maybe? Something like that. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoy it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Also during the night, I catch glimmers of light from the horizon, which I have not been able to discover if it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off island or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. Exactly. At Truss, Atris, the father. I feel like he is the one writing this book that I'm reading right now. Submersible lamp even. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual, just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I also have been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I have hoped to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source if they have the means. So we're going back and forth through times now using the books, building things in our era, quote unquote. Building things here allows us to travel, or used to mean other worlds, maybe? I return with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I have decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems to not be as secure as I would like. I have had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. There's a light up here, okay? And some numbers. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate the construction will be done within 2 days. The boys, are we talking about Will and those? Maybe. The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning I woke to observe the sunrise without me being coated with the chilly blankets of ocean dew I had become accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have more profound impact on this world than I could ever have written. I think. So a spiral staircase of some sort, a boat within a cliff. And some arms. Stone ship age. I think of this age as a gift to myself that will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this age. And so much planning is in order. It's been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the change that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for 7 years and the cool breezes are back again. They're all very content and have been serving me with new foods. This is what we saw before. In perfect condition it took, it sank. I wonder what would happen if it would be another 10 years. And then we have the constellations. Maybe it's a guessing game then, about the constellations.